Hey everybody, Ranchin here. Happy New Year's, 2K9, oh yeah. What better way to start some 2K9 than with some StarCraft? It's going to be an epic matchup over here. Lecaf Oz against STX Soul. What more can you ask for? And right out of the gates, we're going to have a decent match. We're going to have HiyA against Hwasin, a pretty good TVT, so I'm looking forward to see what happens there. TVT is not these respective players' best matchups, but we'll see how they react to that. HiyA is about 40% in TVT. It's his worst matchup, and Hwasin is about 50%. It's his second best. All in all, sounds like an interesting TVT right in front of us. They're not always interesting, but we'll see. Lecaf and STX are actually both in the running for top spot. Lecaf a little bit higher up, but STX has also been playing very well this season. Have been a bit of a surprise due to the new rules that make you play Zerg. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, STX Soul has really been able to thrive this season simply because of the new rules that require you to play every single race. So yes, that's going to be on Neo Harmony. We're going to have Hwasin at 11 o'clock in yellow, and we're going to have HiyA in green at 1 o'clock. Neo Harmony, pretty interesting map for Terrans. Not really a heaven for them. There's pretty difficult for tanks to maneuver. There are places that it's hard for them to set up, and they can be flanked pretty easily, but at the same time there are certain places, because of map artifacts and such, that tanks can, for instance, be set behind the base and just shell expansions. So we're going to see if that comes into play, whether we're going to see a slightly more quick TVT games, which I must admit are a little bit more fun to watch. 1 o'clock and 11. Haha, I guessed right. So, I'm hearing the commentators behind me going, oh, ah, ooh, a lot. So I'm wondering whether anything funky is going on, but apparently there's not. I'm expecting pretty standard play from both players. None of them are really spectacular or anything in this particular matchup, but you know, HiyA is not very good at TVT, but he is actually pretty good in other games. Cute images there. So, okay, SCV coming out for both players. I haven't seen barracks is up yet. So, okay, proxy barracks, slight proxy setting up for Hwasin, and a proxy also from HiyA. Wow, okay, this is going to be very interesting. HiyA has his proxy a little bit further away from his base, so slightly less distance for Marines to travel. Hwasin has his just outside his main, just at like a couple of steps away from his natural, so he has a longer distance to travel but easier to defend. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Hwasin did set up his barracks like a couple of seconds earlier, but I think that will become a non-factor, because as soon as that Marine's going to travel to HiyA's base, is going to spot that. But now I don't see any scouts. That's interesting. There haven't been any scouts sent. HiyA has sent a scout to the left, so he's going to spot Hwasin recently, and he's going to spot that barracks and know how to react. Hwasin, however, is just sending down his SCV downward, and it's not going to see anything. Okay, here you go. HiyA's SCV has scouted that barracks. It's going to go right inside of the base. Going to see a factory going out inside there. So maybe now this could be Hwasin reacting and just trying to, okay, proxy probably is not going to work. It's been scouted. I'm going to have to play a more standard game and plop down my factory. And Marine also is going to foil that SCV from doing any damage or anything. Hwasin has also now scouted HiyA. I don't think he spotted the barracks, although meanwhile HiyA is setting up his factory inside of his main base as well, trying to like trick Hwasin into thinking this is standard from him. Meanwhile, HiyA has blocked his ramp, so if Hwasin is not capable of getting inside his base or spotting the barracks, although I think at this point he has spotted that barracks, so what started out as a two-way proxy has apparently turned into a standard game. It's very interesting. HiyA's barracks has been floated just for scouting purposes. 2 Marines out there, so any proxies that might have gone have been completely neutralized due to the double proxy that happened during this game. Starport going up for Hwasin. He's going to go for quick air. Interesting to see whether he goes for Starport or what. HiyA, meanwhile, taking down a Commander. This could be very bad if it is indeed Wraiths coming in for Hwasin. If these are Wraiths, it's going to be a big trouble. HiyA, I think, though, is going to be able to spot it with that barracks sooner or later. The sooner the better, obviously. Vulture is out for Hwasin. I think the first Vulture should be on the way soon for HiyA as well, so I don't think Hwasin will be able to do some serious damage, although he has to be, HiyA has to be very careful at this point. That first vulture is out, and the SCV is also out there. Has to be very careful. At this point, it's going to be a little micro battle here. Control tower instantly going up for the starport, so it is going to be cloaked wraiths. That barracks is going to spot it, so we're going to see how HiyA reacts to that. Now, Hwasin trying to move in, losing one marine, almost losing one vulture as well. HiyA doing pretty good there. Now forcing. Oh, wow. Doing a nice job of forcing Hwasin to move away with his vultures. Going to take out that marine and move back. Hwasin almost losing one of those vultures. That would have been a big mistake. Machine shop coming up for HiyA. It's a difficult name to constantly say. HiyA also does put that machine shop, so it will possibly vulture speed or going for tanks right away. Control tower is upgrading cloak. HiyA definitely knows this is coming. I look forward to seeing how he reacts with that. That barracks is again floating into Hwasin's base. Going to see what's going on. Probably just going to float it right on top his command center. And both players looking a little bit. HiyA looking a little bit confused. Wonder what he's going to do here. Command center is going to go down for HiyA. He's going to, and there is an armory going up, so he's going to go for Goliaths. And I don't know, was that an engineer bay? I couldn't tell. Wraith is now on the way. It doesn't have cloak yet, but as soon as it does, it's going to be some serious trouble. I don't see any detection whatsoever. There are no turrets up. There is nothing to detect. This Wraith flies right by and going to do some damage.